Hello students, my name is Prerna and I'm your EVS teacher. And today from your EVS book Enviro, we are going to be reading chapter number 3. Now tell me one thing, when let's say you wake up then someday you wake up and you find that your maid is not there. What happens? Do you get worried, or maybe your parents, do they get a little worried? Oh my God, maid has taken an off, so there is so much of work to do. Or maybe you go to school and you see that the benches are not clean. There's a lot of dust on them. So in this chapter, chapter number 3, we are going to read about such people who make our life convenient and what should be our attitude towards them. Let us start reading this chapter. This is, as I told you, this is chapter number 3 and the name of the chapter is No Job is Small. So here are a few questions that maybe you can think about. What would happen if sweepers, maid servants and garbage collectors do not work for a few days? Next, suppose you want to go to grocery shop to earn pocket money, but your mother finds the job too unimportant. How will you convince her? And last, is there a sanitation committee in your school? What is a sanitation committee? That looks after the cleanliness and hygiene of the school. All right. Now let us start reading this chapter. There are many people who help us to lead a comfortable life through their work. All of us need to work to earn our living. Some of us work in government offices, some in private offices, and some of us are doctors, engineers, teachers. So we all are into some or the other profession, right? And there are some who work as sweepers, cleaning roads and bathrooms, while there are some who work as house helps. So what we need to understand is that even a maid or a sweeper or a garbage collector, all of them are also into a profession. All right. Importance of job. There are some jobs such as sweeping the streets and picking up garbage which are considered unpleasant. So we look at those people like, oh, this person is a garbage collector. And we sometimes see even our family members doing that. Oh, this is a garbage collector, stay away from him. But is that a good attitude? Or, oh my God, look at this person. This person cleans the road, cleans the bathroom. We have a very negative approach towards them. But these jobs are equally important, and our lives cannot go smoothly without these workers. And these jobs are called as essential jobs. Why they are called as essential jobs? Now, think about this, the same question that I asked you in the beginning, that you find that your maid has gone on a leave for 5-6 days. So imagine you have to clean the dishes, you have to mop the floor, you have to do the dusting, so many things you need to do. Imagine the garbage collector doesn't come to your house for a week. So much of garbage would be collected in your house. But do we respect those people? The sad part of the story is that we do not respect these people. Maybe not everyone, but some of us have a very negative approach towards them, thinking that these people are into menial jobs, they are into very unpleasant jobs. But that's not true. The jobs that they are into, these are the jobs that make our life comfortable. When you wake up, you see that your house is absolutely clean, all the dishes are done. So what is it that you need to do? You just need to, make the breakfast. Some of us have cooks at home. So if that cook doesn't come for a week, you have to cook your entire food, isn't it? And then you have to manage your studies also, manage your parents. If you talk about professionals, you have to manage their office also. So these jobs or people in these jobs should always be looked at in a very positive manner. In fact, we should be thankful to them that they have taken up these unpleasant jobs just to make our life comfortable. Now we are going to talk about certain people in a school. For instance, Rohit loves his school. Besides the teachers and other office staff, there are some people who help the school to function well. The school cannot run without them properly. And all the students, we generally, how do students address them as Bhaiya or Didi? So now we are talking about people in Rohit school who take care of certain things to ensure that the school functions smoothly. So the first person given here is Raju Bhaiya. Who is he? What is he doing? So he is a school gardener. He is very strict and does not allow anyone to pluck flowers. And we should not pluck flowers. So what is the importance of a gardener in the school? A gardener helps to beautify the school. So imagine if in your school there are no flowers, there are no plants, won't the environment be very depressing? There's no greenery in your school. How would the school look? But imagine when you enter the school and there are so many different types of flowers, so many plants in your school. It looks so beautiful. So a gardener, the job of the gardener becomes important in beautifying the school. The second is Ravi Bhaiya. So this is Ravi Bhaiya. He is the driver, one who picks you from the bus stop, takes you to school, and then from school back to home. So of course, even the driver is very important. And this is Neetu Didi. She looks after little nursery children and helps them around the school. She also keeps the bathroom very clean. So this is Neetu Didi. So she's not just helping the children in the class in some way or the other, but she's also responsible for sanitation. That is by keeping the washrooms absolutely clean. How many of us like going to a stinking bathroom? A bathroom that is not clean? None of us. Then along with Neetu Didi, you have Asha Didi. So she's another help, or she's another maid who works in the school. And what is her prime responsibility? She basically looks at the children, or she takes care of the children in the bus. So her importance or her role is to ensure the safety of the children. Then you have Rohan Bhaiya, but everyone calls him Guard Bhaiya. It is impossible to come inside the school or go without his permission. So again, like in your societies, you have guards. So what are they for? To ensure your security. So that is why the Guard Bhaiya here or Rohan Bhaiya is very important. Then you have Vijay Bhaiya. He and his brother Ajay Bhaiya, they look after the electrical jobs and plumbing. They are very skilled and can do almost any odd job around the school. So this is Vijay Bhaiya and Ajay Bhaiya. Now, sometimes what happens, the fans in the classroom are not working. So who would take care of it? It is the electrician in the school who will ensure that the fans and the tube lights, all the electrical items are functioning properly. All right. And then you have Reema Didi and Sonu Bhaiya. Who are these? So Reema Didi, she keeps the school clean and is always found with her duster. So a cloth piece with which she wipes the dust. She is very fond of her work. And her husband Sonu Bhaiya, he keeps the driveway corridor clean by sweeping and swabbing. The floors, windows and driveways are always clean. Again, to ensure that there is cleanliness in the school, we have Reema Didi and Sonu Bhaiya in Rohit's school. So in our school also, we have a group of these people. And, let's say, taking the example that the tube light of your class is not working and the electrician comes and repairs it. Make sure when the tube light is repaired and when electrician Bhaiya is leaving, always say thank you to him, because if the tube lights are not working, they are not repaired, then what's going to happen? Would you be able to have a clear look at your books or maybe at the board what the teacher is writing? We might not be able to do that, right? So Always thank these people who ensure that your school looks good and a place where you want to go. Then we talk about some other people who help us in daily life. So you have a carpenter, of course, who does the woodwork in our house. Then painter, paint our walls, doors, etc. Stitches our cloth is the tailor. Then grows crops and vegetable for us to eat, farmer. Repairs cars, scooters, cycles, you have a mechanic. And then one who supplies newspaper is the newspaper vendor. Then you have someone who delivers your letters, your postcard, that is the postman. And helps doctor by taking care of patients, so that is a nurse, right? Now coming to this aspect that I've been talking about, that all jobs are dignified. So every job carries an element of respect in it. All jobs, even if they appear small, is actually very important and has to be done. There is a dignity in every job because every job is necessary. If we cannot do that work, then whoever does it needs to be respected. On some places, students take us job like sweeping, waitress, etc., to earn money and to support themselves. However, in our country, many people consider these jobs as menial. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the chapter? We sometimes see our family members treating the garbage collector or the maids in a very rude manner, as if there is some problem with that person, that oh my god, we need to stay away from them. No, we need to respect them. It is very important to realize that no job is of less importance and we should respect every work and the person who does it. And this is called as dignity of labor. That is respecting the job and the person who's doing that job. Mahatma Gandhi, he believed in the dignity of labor. It was a staunch belief. Staunch means very strong. It was his staunch belief that no work is small, and he cared for people who were considered untouchables by the society. He always made efforts for their better treatment, and he called them Harijans, or people of God. So, next time when a maid comes to your house and she does all the work, or maybe in your school when you see them, always say thank you to these people for making your life comfortable. All right. Thank you so much.